Let me first start by saying at the very onset of this video that I am not anti-Second Amendment. Let me just put that out there first and foremost. I am pro-Second Amendment. I support the rights of Americans, citizens, to keep and bear arms. However, I do not support carelessness, stupidity, or any sort of lack of judgment that will land these firearms in the hands of children, as we will shortly see. If you are a gun owner and you have children, the responsibility is entirely yours to make sure that that pistol or firearm does not land in the hands of your child. There is no situation in which that should happen. And as we can see, the consequences are sometimes deadly.
Police in Virginia trying to figure out how a 6-year-old got a hold of a loaded gun and shot his teacher. This happened inside of a first-grade classroom. Fox News correspondent Christina Coleman has that story.
The teacher, Abigail Zwerner, is now listed in stable condition after suffering life-threatening injuries from that shooting. Police say a 6-year-old shot her with a handgun in a first-grade classroom Friday afternoon at Richnick Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia. It's unclear exactly what led up to the shooting, though police do say this was an isolated incident and that some sort of altercation took place.
So, from what we've learned so far, apparently the firearm was legal and registered to the mom. So, mom, this L is entirely on your head. I know this man on TV has made his bold claims to demonize the 6-year-old, but again, this kid is 6 years old. That firearm should have never been in their possession. I don't care under what circumstances. You bring your firearm home, it should go directly into the lockbox. Whether it's protected by biometrics or a key, that child should not have access to it. If it's biometrics, okay, it should only be yours or your spouse's to open it. If it's a key, that key should be kept around your neck. You wear it on some sort of chain, like, people wear their dog tags. You keep it around your neck. And don't give me this BS about going to the shower. Yeah, take it into the shower. Spread of rust proofing if you need to prevent it from rusting. Whatever you have to do to keep that pistol out of the hands of your child, and then you having to end up on the news. That would be preferable.
Shocking video out of Indiana of a boy in a diaper waving a gun outside his father's apartment. The security camera footage also shows the 4-year-old pulling the trigger, though no bullets were fired. The boy's father was arrested after the incident over the weekend and charged with felony neglect. Police say that the gun was seized in search of the apartment. They say that no rounds were in the chamber, but there were 15 rounds in the magazine.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
15 rounds in the magazine. So, sir, that L is entirely on your head. This situation could have been so much worse. Like I just said, this child is 4 years old, in Pampers, so not even potty trained. And I don't think that would make a difference if it was, but it is so glaringly obvious. The child's not even potty trained, but he's out in the hallway of a public building waving a pistol. That should not happen. There's no excuse for it. None. Look at this one. 2-year-old accidentally shot mom in Idaho Walmart. Toddler boy got hold of a gun that was concealed in his mother's purse and shot her in a crowded store. How could you let that happen? You know, y'all women, y'all love to go out there and wear the yoga pants and, the tights or whatever. If you have a pistol on you and you're out in public, it should be in your waistband. That means no yoga pants, no tights. You should be wearing a proper pair of jeans. And the safety, of course, should be on. These things should go without saying. There's a certain level of responsibility that comes with owning a gun. Another one. 2-year-old boy accidentally shoots his mom dead as she drove. So where was the pistol? Obviously not in her waistband where it should have been. This is what I don't understand. And it usually looks like it's the mom that's getting shot. I don't know if these are single parent homes or whatever the case is, but
Attorneys for a 10-year-old boy charged accused of killing his own mother last month, now as an adult, pushed the judge today to lower his bail. Bruce Harrison was inside the courtroom.
This was the first in-person hearing for the boy, and it's odd, if not troubling or jarring, to see grown men, deputies, walk a small child into a courtroom wearing a detention center issued T-shirt. But the fact is, he's accused of a terrible crime and he's been charged as an adult. The 10-year-old throughout most of the hearing sat quietly with his head down.
You understand we're in juvenile court, but this is an adult court proceeding?
In juvenile court, but it's an adult court proceeding, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. As far as I'm concerned, the responsible party in this situation is already deceased. That's the mom. I don't know if this child has any mental issues, any behavioral issues, but that child should not have had access to that weapon. Right? They should not have had access to it. It's not the same as, you in your kitchen, there's knives around and the child pulls a knife and stabs mom. The pistol, no. The pistol has immediate stopping power and immediate consequences. You can get away with a stab wound depending on where it is. The pistol, luck and God got to be on your side. And from what I heard, he shot her in the face. So, I know plenty of kids when I was growing up that had issues with their parents. None of them shot them. And yeah, their parents had guns. My parents had guns. My dad had shotgun, double barrel, the long joint with buckshots, not birdshot, buckshot. And he had a 38. How many times my dad whooped my ass, got in trouble with him for doing shit I wasn't supposed to do? Never thought of picking up the pistol and shooting him. Of course, I did not have any mental or behavioral issues. I was, doing some wild shit that I probably shouldn't have done. But again, as a gun owner, the onus is on you. And that's the purpose of this video. It has happened too many times. People need to be more responsible. And this is why the left makes, gun owners to be, some dumb hicks living out in the sticks. All they like is their guns and shooting shit. And they put that label on everybody, which I'm almost 100% sure that is untrue. I think most gun owners are responsible people that just want to protect their home. Of course, they have the extremists out there, they just like shooting shit. That's true too. It doesn't apply to everybody. I think most people that own a gun don't necessarily want to take a life, but they want to be able to save their own. Right? I think that's what it's about. And if it comes down to it, if things go straight up dystopian and shit, I would say get a Sherman tank. If you can have a tank, a rocket launcher, all that stuff in your house, outside, have a Sherman tank parked outside your house. See how many people try to break in, knowing that it's operable. I mean, for you to go up against a person that got a Sherman tank outside their house, you would need what would you need? You need a mobile aircraft carrier. Roll up on the block in a mobile aircraft carrier. That's how you're going to go up against that person. You see the point I'm trying to make? Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you should, own whatever you want to own, man. At the end of the day, are you responsible with it? That's the question. Are you going to be responsible and take that responsibility on your shoulders so that you don't end up in the news, so that you don't end up shot in the face or somebody else accidentally because your child got hold of this firearm? Anyways, I'm gonna leave that there for now, man. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, of course, share it with everyone you know. Right? Share it for all the gun owners, all the pro Second Amendment types. Share it with your liberal friends. Let them know that, we're not all idiots out here. We do have a sense of responsibility. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.